On the show. So talk to me about this then. Quite shocking, really. So 20 puppies, was it, dumped by a motorway in Essex?
It was 20. We got a call from a member of the public who was really kind in calling us after having discovered the pups. As you said, they were in a metal crate, 20 of them, a huge number. We think possibly from 2 or 3 different litters, all cockapoo, poodle type puppies. We got there, one of our inspectors got there. When we got there, one of the pups was unfortunately very, very poorly and was being sort of cradled by a member of the public who was at the scene. We managed to take the remaining, we took all of the dogs away to receive veterinary care. Sadly, as you said, one didn't make it, but the remainder did.
They did, and they've got homes, the vast majority of them, have they?
They have. The vets did a phenomenal job with them. Obviously, having 19 pups in one go at one time was a lot to look after. And there was the concern at first that the dogs had parvovirus, which was one of the reasons we think they might have been dumped. But luckily, they didn't turn out to have that. They had some worms. Other than that, they were all in a reasonable condition. So they were all fostered and they've all been rehomed. But sadly, it's not an isolated incident. It's something that we are seeing time and time again. Maybe not on that scale in terms of 20 at one time, but it's certainly not, unfortunately, an isolated incident. No.
Is it illegal to dump your dog by the side of the road?
Well, yeah, obviously they it was a completely irresponsible thing to do. And, they could have been, if they hadn't been found, anything could have happened to them. They were really, really tiny puppies. Each of them weighed less than a bag of sugar. So they were really, really vulnerable. We did put out an appeal to try and trace the owner. Unfortunately, it wasn't successful. But it's incredibly irresponsible to leave really, really vulnerable young animals like that to a really uncertain fate. And we're just really grateful that the member of the public spotted them, stopped and called us.
Just lastly, Lucy, are you seeing more dogs being handed into yourselves as a result of this cost of living crisis? Yes, we are. And I think that's probably the same right across the board for all animal welfare charities at the moment. It's a really, really tough time for people. We're seeing more animals coming into our care, animals being relinquished than ever before. And unfortunately, at the same time, adoptions are slowing down because people are, thinking twice now about getting a pet. Is it the right time to be committing to an animal with everything else that's going on with the cost of living? So it's really a double whammy. We've got more animals coming in, but we've got less animals going out. And I think that's probably something that's not just being experienced by the RSPCA, but by animal welfare charities across the board. And it is a very worrying time at the moment, yeah.